Hello again, Ian Stuckey with Mastermind Games, back for more Malifaux, this time Alps, ALP, Rosy Skin 09068. Alps are more or less dream demons to a certain extent. They feed on the life essence of people, but like to season it first by making their victims paranoid or fearful, among other emotions, by taunting them and harassing them just out of sight. They are nightmares, so are associated with the dreamers. And there are 3 different sculpts, so I will just be doing bits and pieces of each on camera one at a time, or doing bits and pieces of just each of them. I'm getting a little tongue-tied. Maybe I'm a little too tired to do this right now, but oh well, I'm still going to get the skin tone down and then pick out other colors later. And they are wearing simple tunics with weapons, which to a certain extent is actually odd because the 2nd edition rule just gives them a steel breath or some similar magic implied attack. So weapons might just be for show, but that is based on 2nd edition. I've got the 3rd edition rule book now finally, but only the Dead Man's Hand pack for cards, so we'll see what they can do when I get my hands on an upgrade deck. So there's the first. Get the rest off camera, move on when it's dry. Okay, let's try adjusting that light a bit. Seems a bit better. So, where's it? Banshee brown. Okay, this is not mixed thoroughly. Try again. And I just turned my bottle of paint into a projectile. Okay. Oh boy, where did it bounce to? Alright. Okay. That being the case, I'll just do a substitute for now. 09143 yellowed bone. Well, at least that's something we can all laugh at. So, the yellowed bone is going to go on horns and teeth. And this particular Alp has plenty of both. Well, I can't get a grip on anything tonight, any physical sense. Okay. Well, apply that to the others and see if I can find where that bottle of paint landed. Okay. I found where that bottle bounced. So this is Banshee brown. And I am going over the tunics with it. So now there will be other colors on their raiments, but this is the main one. Nothing Fancy at all, just a step up from a burlap sack, really. And yeah. Okay, it's good enough for him. I'll apply to the rest and move on. Okay, next, Shield Brown 09161. I'll pick out those spikes later. But sturdy wooden club for a start isn't bad. It's kind of funny they even have weapons, because again, they don't have an action that actually uses them, at least not in 2nd edition, but maybe there's been a change I don't know about yet. I'll find out sooner or later. And this one is holding a cigar. And he's going to be the only one with those colors. So next, let's see here. Other white 09062. I'm going to get fur trim and hair with this. Okay, apply that to the rest and move on. Alright, next up, Fur Brown. It's a fairly new pot, so it's going to need a little extra mixing. Now this will go on belts, sheaths, pouches, the bindings on his feet. It's not going to look too distinct from the skin tone at first, but it'll stand out more once I do the shading, which again I'm kind of playing around with that to get a different effect. Make sure I'm not dropping hundreds of frames a second. His paint may not be mixed up well enough. Get that armband, the belt, the pouch. Probably gonna have to do a second layer on this one. That's fine. Carefully going along the inside to get the belt and complete that loop there. Got some bindings on this hand and at his wrist over here. So I think I need to remix that paint a bit, but that's alright. Apply that to the rest and move on. Okay, next. Chaotic Red. Giving this big bruiser a little extra splash of color. decided to do this gauntlet in a two-tone. And if I can, where I put it, plate mail metal. Not too much of this, so I'll do all three at once. After I get my brush cleaned thoroughly anyway. Belt buckle. I'm going to carefully pick out all the spikes. Making sure I get all of them. And jewelry. A little hair got in there somehow to get that out with the tweezers. Oh, I just realized I forgot. He has a knife on his belt. He doesn't have any weapons. Well, weapons he doesn't use anyway. It's, again, an oddity. The earrings. And uniform gray for the base. Go for a larger brush on this. Okay. Apply to the rest, and then that's base coats. Alright, time to shade. Red brick 09001. Thinning the paint with 1 part water to 1 part paint. And going over the base coat. Blackened steel 09205. Now this will take longer to dry, so just bear that in mind. And unless you want colors to blend in together, you won't be able to do adjacent sections until one is completely dry. And apply that to the rest. Move on when it's dry. Alright. Linen white 09061. Getting the hair. And the fur. And then stained ivory 09142. This might blend a little bit, but that should be acceptable because it'll be in very controlled areas. And horns. And teeth. Now, blot that out a little bit on the face. And apply to the rest. Okay. Next, Ruddy leather, 09109. Being real careful here. I'd rather not get this on the flesh tone if I can avoid it. Okay. Getting there. Oh boy, okay. Woodstain brown, 09160. Club and cigar. Alright. 3 left. 09121 Khaki Shadow. I can get a grip on my paint pot here. And just carefully getting the tunic. Being careful not to nick any other colors. Now what I did right there was I used just the brush, no paint in it, or next to no paint in it, to absorb what had gotten onto the brown there. Okay, apply the rest of the it's dry. Okay, second to last shade. Let's go with Templar Blue 09056. This is a shade darker than I was originally going to do. That's okay. Trying to use an exacting amount so it doesn't overflow into areas I don't want it. But I've already gone to teeth a bit and see if I can absorb it. Partial success. skin. Got a little hair out of there. That must have been stuck in when I primed and I didn't catch it. Notice I'm using the fingers on my offhand to brace my dominant hand. There we go. Apply that to the rest. And I've got one more shade. Okay. Before I do the last shade, Vampire Red for the eyes. Gonna have a brighter color in the eyes to contrast with the darker skin tone. Doing this as a base coat. Just carefully filling in. Sort that little bit of excess that spilled over. This one's fighting me. Might have to do a second coat on that. It's going to give me this much grief. And Stormy Gray 09088. Clean that out and switch to a bigger brush for this one. Oh, and that brush has ran away. Okay. Be careful around the feet not to nick them. Okay. Apply to the other two, and then once all dried up, I can highlight and wrap up. Alright, highlighting. Rosy Highlight 09069. Using a dry brushing technique. So no water, just straight paint, ragged feathered brush, and rubbing most of the paint out on a paper towel. And then lightly dusting the area to be affected. You want to go dang it. You want to go against any sharp edges. That'll catch the paint better. Brush is necessary. I'm just going to get them all right here, right now. Highlighting goes pretty quick and the paint dries almost instantly. Almost, not quite. Yeah, I know speed painting techniques are starting to become all the rage in this hobby now, but I personally prefer to take my time. Put a little more work into things. Let's see, Driftwood Brown 09162. Not much of this, it's only on this one model. Khaki Highlight 09123. You want your brush completely dry for this, so I am switching freely since I have several that are suitable. If you only have one, you'll just have to wait for it to dry off in between coats. Now I'm focusing on the most readily visible surfaces. So on this one, I won't be getting that area that's kind of in shadow there. Burnt Orange 09111. This is plugged up. So, paper clip. Go. And unplugged. Need to keep an eye on my camera because it's doing bad things again. Yeah, boy. And my system's having a temper tantrum. Alright. Okay. One electronic temper tantrum later. We'll say this again and again because this will probably be funny until the end of time. But the more technology advances, the more and more things become like that Mel Brooks movie, Spaceballs. Alright, let's see, where am I at? Go back to this guy with a little vampire red. Blue Silver 09207. Just realized I forgot the jewelry. I think this one's dry. Creamy Ivory 09144. Ghost White 09063. Misty Gray 09090. Not that one. Okay, deal with this crap. This video interrupted by technical difficulties. Alright, Misty Gray 09090. One of these days I'll figure out why my system keeps throwing these temper tantrums and how to put a stop to it. And a little rain gray 09038 as a detail. Because this one is smoking. And now, switching to a flathead brush and taking matte black. Just going to line the base. Being careful not to touch the basing I've done. Now, if you're using flock or sand, you'll do this before applying that. Now there's just one step left I can show on camera. One I can't, so apply that to the other two, move on when it's all dry. Alright, last step. Matte white. Just going to number the bases with Roman numerals so that I can quickly tell who's who in a game. And my paint's plugged up. There we go. Same amount of paint as the base coat. Or, well, paint water ratio of the base coat. In other words, just enough to thin it out. And a quick Roman numeral 1. And 2. Thicker than I like, but that's okay. And 3. All that's left now is to spray them down with a varnish to seal the paint job. And that's it. The Alps. Got a Monster Apocalypse video up next. Until then, I am Ian Stupid with Mastermind Games, signing out.